shoot. So, bet. Shoot over there. Well, all right, y'all. You know the Bearcats lost on the road for the third time. It's not on the road third time, but they lost three in a row, 35-27 to BYU. They are now 2-3, 0-2 in the Big 12, and it has been interesting because they outgained two or three of their losses, right? Two of their losses, they outgained the opponent by more than 150 yards. And this has happened again. Turnovers killed them today. But first drive, you get a pick six, you outgain them, up 10-7, 40-something seconds left in the half. You allow them to score a touchdown and take the lead. Then come out of halftime, go 3-and-out, allow them to score again. And essentially, we're just chasing their tails the rest of the game. I thought they outplayed them, um, you know, overall. But, failures in the red zone again. I think they were 0 for 2 in the red zone or 0 for 3 in the red zone. Um, they have to use their big guys in the red zone. Like Shimon Montero had a solid game, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, almost 60 yards. Feel like they tried maybe once or twice. Nah, not really. And I feel like Xavier Henderson had 6 or 7 catches, but I don't think he had any targets in the red zone. So it's like you got to use those guys. And I feel like they ran the ball very well, but in the second half they were down so much they had the running game went away. But then they had a drive where they ran the ball 4 times, and it was less than 5 minutes left, and they were down 15. One wasn't a call run, one was a scramble, but at the same time, you call essentially 4 runs happen when you're down. You need to throw the ball around the yard. Um, Something that me and Dan Sellers talked about. They didn't bootleg him enough. I thought he made some good throws. He was a little late in the first half, and he started catching his flow. He did like 2 or 3 of them. I think they should do that more. Besides him just going straight back. But the Bearcats pound for pound aren't weaker than BYU to me. I'm sorry, even though they lost, this is a bad loss. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. This is a bad loss. Um, this isn't the college football playoff team from a couple years ago, but I think they're underperforming personally. You win 2 in a row, lose to Miami because you're self-destruct. You lose to BYU, I just feel like because you self-destruct. You hold a good, not a great Oklahoma team, a good Oklahoma team to 20 points. You only score 6 points. It's something that, and now they got a bye week, so it's going to be interesting. They have 2 games in a row at home, but they have lost the last 2 games in Nippert. So how is the crowd's going to be there? I know it's the Big 12, but at the same time, Bearcats fans are used to winning. They're used to solid teams. I feel like we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We don't have a lot of penalties last few games, but they're doing a lot of stuff that's making you scratch your head. So it's going to be on the players and the coaches to have a gut check. And people are getting nervous. You come in here. This team isn't the 2017 team that Fickle took over. This isn't the greatest team in the world, but they're not the worst team in the Big 12. And the way they're playing right now, they could possibly be the worst team in the Big 12. They were picked to finish 13th, and they're 0-2. 0-2. 2 winnable games. I don't care about the Oklahoma and what their name is on the jersey. You score 6 points against Oklahoma, and you hold them to 20. That's a game you're supposed to win, and it's at Nippert Stadium. You lose by 8 points essentially to the BYU, and you gift them 14 points. It's a game you're supposed to win. It's a game you're supposed to win. You lose 2 games you're supposed to win, and I'll give you the Oklahoma one maybe, but you lose to Miami. You should be at 4-1 right now, 1-1 in Big 12 at the least. But if you keep Oklahoma under 30 points, that's a game you're supposed to win at home. I just don't see how, it's just you're supposed to win that. I'm sorry. And the Bearcats are losing games, they're winnable games, and that's not good because they're going to be playing solid teams, but teams are down. They have a real down schedule, but they don't exude confidence that you're going to take care of this business because Iowa State, they should knock them off, right, at home. You should knock out Baylor, so you should get back to being 4-3. Going on the road against Oklahoma State, you should win that game. Then you should have a game that's kind of a test, possibly at UCF at home. Then you think you got another road game maybe, and then you got Kansas, which should be the hardest game. But the way the Bearcats are playing, who knows, man? I mean, I think this should be a bowl team, but we haven't seen them lose 3 games in a row. This doesn't look like it. Just doesn't look like they're playing real clean football. And if you're not playing clean football, you lose. I mean, at the end of the day, BYU didn't play great. They played clean football. They didn't turn it over, and they won the game. You know, they made opportunistic plays. Bearcats are like, get like 2nd and 20, giving up 22, 3rd and 13, giving up touchdowns. It's like it's rough, man. And the defense is the backbone. I don't know. They got to make some adjustments. Some of the play calls are getting chewed up, and it's just gonna be on the coaches. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to do the right thing. But if you're 3rd and 13, you're not going to get it up for sure. And then BYU didn't catch a flow until 40 seconds left in the half. And that's because I don't know what they did. I feel like they went to prevent, and they prevented and everything. After Slovis was cool after that. Slovis only had 1 completion for 29 minutes of the game. And all of a sudden, after that, he was a decent quarterback again. And he's not that good, but he started looking good again, like started making decent plays. So it's going to be interesting, man, because I know there's a lot of people that aren't happy about what's going on. I would think the coaches wouldn't be happy, but see, it's on ESPN. Recruits are seeing this. This is on regular ESPN. It's not on ESPN Plus anymore. Bearcats are getting major airwaves right now, and recruits see this. So I mean, that's the lifeline of a program, and that's what we ended with, man. Make sure you guys check out the Front Office News. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we'll try to go live on away games for sure. But yeah, this is rough. This is rough. This is not a good loss. This is not one of those ones we played tough and blah blah blah. This is a bad loss. That team, they're 4-1, but they're it's not. This is one of the ones you say we blew it, and we gotta do better. We gotta coach better. We gotta play better. We gotta execute better. It's not them. You don't give them, like in the locker room, I'm not giving them props. Me personally. This team isn't good. Like they ran for like 3 yards a carry. They had 2 splash plays. And then they allowed the big passing plays. I mean, we know Keaton Slovis. He's not good, bro. Like he's just not. Like I'm sorry. So solid quarterback. I mean, but he's just not like not like we played Caleb Williams or something or Quinn Ewers. So yeah, man, they gotta look in the mirror. There's gotta be a lot of coaches gotta look in the mirror. Players gotta look in the mirror. There's a lot of soul searching gotta happen because this team, it could snowball, bro. You lose, win the first 2, lose the next 3, it could snowball, man. Snowball. Because this ain't the AAC no more. That's all I can say, man. I'm going to end it on that. So, subscribe to the Front Office News YouTube channel. We're going to make sure we give you guys great coverage. Recap's already done. All right, I'm signing out, fellas. Bye, everybody, fellas and girls.